way when I want to cycle or get my cardio in. I got my cardio in, so you gotta try to do what you can. But I want to do this part two about what I was talking about yesterday about sex life and truckers relationship being OTR. Look, doing my draining of the tanks. Gotta drain them tanks, baby. Got to do the safety. Always got to be safe out here. This time I got enough bungee cords, so I'm doing them all at the same damn time. Let's check that fifth wheel. Fifth wheel look pretty green. Probably gotta put some right there. Let me kick the tires again. Up. That's pretty good. Let's go to the other side. On the other side. Look like I'm gonna need alignment soon. Hey guys, anytime that you see like edge wear, that means that your alignment is out of whack, or it could also mean that your tire is under or overinflated. Like a lot of time edge wear, like with alignments, you have camber, caster, and toe. And a lot of times the caster and camber is what cause edge wear because, let me explain them. A toe, like say this is your tire, right? A toe goes, the adjustment goes this way or that way. A camber, the angle of a camber, it goes tilted or it goes, tilted. Caster goes forward or backwards. So truth to be told, the camber is what really causes that serious edge wear, because when the camber gets too much leaned out, obviously you leaning on your right side of the tire, or if it's too much leaned in, then you're leaning too much on the left side. So that's kind of explanation of alignments. And a lot of times, like overinflation, like your tire is meant to sit flush with your tread to the ground. So overinflation will make it like this. So it's like you riding on uneven tread, and underinflation will make it like this. So you're riding on both of the edges of your tire, which gives you that edge wear. So a lot of times on vehicles, and I don't know about too much about trucks because my experience in gasoline cars, but it don't look like it's too much different in the components. But like obviously these must have some type of adjustment to where it have to be adjusted so we can kind of fix the tire wear. But if not, most of the time they use kits anyway, so they have like shims that can push the camber and correct alignment or the toe. So like I said, back to the relationship thing, I just want to kind of talk about just like my view. Like a lot of guys have their views on how they would like their woman to be, because they out on the road. So like I'm saying, women pretty much want the same thing. And I believe that the main thing that most people, not even just to say male, female, most people just want to be trusted. They want to be loved. They want to feel like they the only one. They want to feel special. They want to know that no matter what they go through, that you're not going to leave them. Like, I mean, loyalty all in a nutshell is pretty much what everybody wants. So let's just say, for instance, that like I'm the one, like say I got a man, right, or I'm still married or whatever, and my husband, maybe he's at home, or just say he's just at home to where he have access to home living, and I'm out. If I'm out, I shouldn't have to come home and deal with trying to cut the grass, or had to deal with cleaning up after something that you did, or clean up after something that the kids did. When them kids, like say you ain't even got babies, you got teenage kids or even old enough kids to where there ain't no maids in that house. So if I come home from being out on the road after three weeks to 2 months, why I gotta cut the fucking grass? Why I gotta clean the whole fucking house up? Like, after I get my rest, I don't mind cooking for you because I'm still a woman. But I mean, it'd be nice to come home to a meal, even though it's kind of cliche, because it's kind of weird, because obviously I'm in the man's field. So the old school way it used to be is that you wouldn't even catch a woman doing no kind of career like this, and the man's supposed to be the one to come home to all of that. But you gotta understand, guys, we in a new modern day society to where things is nowhere near what it used to be. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, you know, when the woman would cook for her family, they would always make sure that the man ate first, because obviously the man was the provider of the family. So, you know, you gotta make sure that your man is strong to go out there and make the bacon for the bills. And he can't make the bacon if he's not being taken care of at home. But nowadays, you know, men are not really men anymore. Like either they locked up, they gay, down low, or taken. Like if it's a good man that's still out there, he taken. Or if he ain't taken, he got about 3 or 4 the way he don't need no more. So when it comes to women, it's like a shortage. You gotta try to get the pick of the litter. And I mean, it's really crazy. Like the last video I said, you know, men be talking about all that junk about women got attitude problems, or women got all this lit, or women want to use them because they get all this money, jack. But shit, men doing the same thing. That's why I said there's a freaking shortage of men, real men. Like a man that's like pro bono, he's a man to the core. Cause I ain't gonna sit here in front. Like if I had me a good man, I wouldn't be on no goddamn freight line of OTR in it. I wouldn't be doing it, cause my man be taking care of me. But obviously, like, men get a little, some get upset. They do get upset, and some get intimidated when they see a woman that's independent and that's doing her own thing. But sometimes a lot of women that done became independent and doing her own thing, and some of them is not because they chose to or wanted to. A lot of them, that's just a survival technique. Like, I have kids, so what am I supposed to do? Just sit home, just collect the welfare check and sit on my ass and don't do nothing? Hell no. If the man not gonna claim his slack and do what he gotta do, then I'll pick up the slack. You know, I'll pick it up. I'll be the provider for my home. I'll get out here and make the money. I'll do that. That's too easy. I mean, if I had a choice, I would choose to be a stay-at-home mom, but that ain't my choice. So, you know, you gotta compromise. Where there's a will, there's a way. But like I said, you know, if I got a man and he's the homebody, have that house clean. I mean, we can share on cooking, and we can still even share on everything, but like at least for the first day that I'm coming home, have that house clean. It would be a plus if you had a meal cooked, and just do little stuff. Like my husband, he did do stuff like he would run my bath water, and he would rub my feet and stuff like that. Like, he was a real sweetheart, but I don't think I had enough time for him. So like I said, that's why I called it a loss. So I really lost out from, you know, trying to pursue this dream and doing the trucking thing. But like I said, you know, when I come home, I don't need you in my ear like, baby, who you talking to? Where you been? What number? You got a number? Man, you don't get the fuck out my goddamn face with that. I'm fucking stump tired. What the fuck, man? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, I'm really working on this cussing thing. But when you hit a spot, them cuss words, like I said, I'm from Baltimore, so comes out. Sorry. Yeah, man, shit. And I'm sure that's the same thing for y'all fellas, you know what I'm saying? Like, you freaking come home from being out sending this fucking female money or taking care of all the bills, and you come home, and like I said, now you gotta cut the goddamn grass. Like, you gotta deal with badass kids that the mom should have fucking had in check or dealt with. I mean, it's crazy. But I don't know. Like I said, you know, my main thing is just believe in me. Show some support. Instead of complaining about who I'm talking to or who you think I'm talking to or anything of that nature, like, babe, I know you're doing a good job. You know, I appreciate that you got the balls to go out there and do something that most females probably wouldn't even do. You know what I'm saying? Then you helping paying the bills. You going half on the bills, or you paying all the bills. Baby, I love you for that. You know, you everything, this and that. I mean, it just got to be an end to somewhere, you know. So it's just crazy. Like, the main thing that a woman wants is patience, because obviously, you know, it takes patience to deal with anybody. And I'm sure men want the same thing. Like, instead of you giving up on me, or just ready to throw in the towel, or ready to call me all kind of names, or ready just to disrespect me, or ready just to go cheat on me, just talk it out. Like I said, communication is the key. And the only way for me to know what I'm doing wrong is to talk about it. That's why I say I'm open to constructive criticism, because, you know, nobody's perfect. You ain't perfect, you ain't perfect, you ain't perfect. Everybody got something of a demon they fighting, or something that they do that is not perfect. The only perfect being is the Lord. Like, he's the only perfect being. Nobody can even match. In Jesus, he's the only perfect being that can match up to that word perfect. That's why, honestly, I truthfully feel like they need to take the word perfect out of the dictionary, because that word is not true. People always throw that word out there, and people always so quick to call the tea kettle black. The pot calling the tea kettle black when he just is black. It's the tea kettle that he done called black. So who are you to call me black, and you blacker than me? Or you got more skeletons in that closet than I even had in a lifetime. So I tell you, boys, it gets, like I said, it gets wild out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as cheating, if my thing on cheating, if you know you unhappy with who you with, just be honest about it. What is wrong with when stuff go wrong to where now you feel like, you in the need of something that you missing from home? Like, if you such this quote unquote, yeah, I'm a dude, you know what I'm saying, I'm real. Even females, like, yeah, I do my thing. I tell her what I need to. Then tell the goddamn truth then. Like, I be 100 with my shit. Whoever I'm with, let's just say, for instance, okay, most common thing that why people cheat is sex. Okay, you ain't fucking me right. You not, you don't give it to me enough, or something ain't right. It just feel like you ain't, or it feel like your mind somewhere else, because every time we do it, it's just like you not into it or whatever. Just like I said to y'all, I'm gonna say it to my spouse. I sure am. And even before I do it, I say, hey babe, this ain't working out, so we probably need to be friends, because I'm about to go and I'm looking to probably talk to somebody else. Straight like that. That's how my dad always taught me. My dad, I learned a lot of stuff from my dad, and maybe that's why I'm as aggressive or as straight to the point, or maybe I think a little manly, is because my dad, he taught his daughters right. Like, he taught us the game of how men think and all this and that and that. So he always taught us, like, if you want to do something, be truthfully about it. Because, I mean, when somebody know the truth, they can't hold nothing against you, and it goes better, because ain't nothing worse than you playing games and you lying, and that stuff come to the surface, and now you sitting here with your tail in between your legs looking like an idiot because you got caught. You can't look like an idiot if they already knew. If they already knew and stuff come to the table, only thing they can say, well, I knew that already. She already told me. So, and you be like, yeah, I ain't got nothing to hide. So when you ain't got nothing to hide, things work out better, because you being straightforward with whoever you dealing with. And it's not even being just straightforward with your boyfriend, girlfriend, or spouse or whatever. It's just being an honest person in general. Honesty gets you everywhere, depending on what. And if it's something that you can't verbally be honest about, just don't say nothing at all. Don't put your foot in your mouth. Like I'm saying, that's what the Fifth Amendment is for. Plead the Fifth. That's even with police. Don't say nothing. If you get pulled over and they trying to get you, shut up. Shutting up. Because the more you say, the more you incriminate your damn self. And that's the same thing with dealing with friends, relationships, or whatever. If it's something you know for sure that you ain't going to be honest about, then shut the hell up. Don't say nothing. Just change the subject. So I got to get ready to go. And I still got more that I'll say I have at least 2 more videos of this subject that I can touch on that I have. So this is part 2. I want to bring part 3 and part 4. So I'm kind of in a rush, as I'm always. Like, crime, they run the shit out of you. I mean, sometimes the loads be crappy or whatever as far as how much they paying. But as far as running you, you don't get a break. They run the fucking shit out of you. They don't even give you a chance to blink, wash your ass, none of that. You got to take those times, whatever. But they will run the shit out. I don't know if it's just my dispatcher that's doing that. But if it is just the dispatcher, my dispatcher, he keep a load under your ass. He make sure of that. So time is of the essence, my friends. Make better time of it. And part 3 will be on its way. Deuces.